The hate you gave little infants, UCK, everybody. Meaning, what you feed us as seeds grows and blows up in your face. That's thug life.
You would think we could never achieve the inconceivable. We don't belong, but we here unbelievable.
When you ready to talk, you talk. Don't ever let nobody make you be quiet. I ain't named you Starr by accident.
Hello everyone, my name is Don, the movie reviewer, and today we are going to be talking about The Hate You Give. This movie is based off of a book that was released on February 28th, 2017 by Algee Smith. We meet Starr Carter, played by Amandla Stenberg, and Amandla Stenberg's character is a woman who is confused. I don't think she quite knows what she wants to do with her life at the very beginning of the movie. I feel like while I'm watching the movie, I sense that her character seems like she needs to act a certain way. She's not doing it to fit in, she's just being herself, which is cool, but she just doesn't want to act ghetto around these white people, but then she lets these white people act black because they feel like it's cool to do that. But then the movie at that point felt racist to me also, because then it's like, at the time, I don't think there was a white character who was nice, maybe except her boyfriend. At first I was like, oh, you know, he's a bit of a dick, but I thought that later on the boyfriend, you know, revealed his true colors, and I thought that he was the only white character in the movie that actually had some redeeming qualities to him. Starr Carter's boyfriend, Chris, played by KJ Apa, does not look old enough to be in high school. He looks like he's 23 years old and he does not belong there. I know that Amandla Stenberg is 20 because I looked it up after I saw the movie, and she looks the part. She looks like she belongs in high school, but this guy KJ Apa looks too old to be in school. And it starts off like a Hallmark channel when we first meet his character, because it's some corny music and then he's dancing, which is fun, but then it feels like a Hallmark movie, and so it feels corny, but then it illustrates how Starr Carter feels emotionally in love with this man.
I get those goosebumps every time.
Algee Smith. And when I saw Algee Smith pop up at that party looking fresh to death, I was like, he's a very handsome man. Maverick Carter, played by Russell Holmby, at the very beginning of the movie, in a very good family moment, we learned that as a child, Starr and her brothers were raised to know how to handle situations with the police. And so when Kali and Starr get pulled over, she knows what to do because of her training, but Kali has never got that training, so he acts reckless, which to me felt like a stereotype of how black people are supposed to act when they get pulled over. But, you know, it's like, why did the cop pull me over? There's not a real reason. And so a person may act aggressive because they're upset, because they feel like there's an injustice going on. And at that point in time, I wanted to know why the cop shot Kali. And a very good scene with Carlos, Starr's uncle, who is played by Common. It's my favorite rapper, by the way. It's played by Common. And a very good scene, Carlos and Starr are having a conversation about, for Kali, I'd shoot first if he's reaching for the brush, but for the white person, I would say put your hands up. And so with that, I was like, okay, why? Why is it like this? Why are black people or minorities more feared than your average person, you know? And I feel like the society was set up that way. And the movie even makes it clear that the society was set up against minorities, black people, since the creation of this country. And it just baffles me as to why. I don't know why people are afraid of my skin color, you know, or why people are racist. I don't understand. We don't get any backstory with any of these characters that Starr has a connection with, except for maybe her family, but then it's explained in narration, and I don't like narration. I like things to be told to me visually instead of verbally in a movie, and so the narration really irritated me. But it does give us some insight as to what is going on within this universe that Starr is living in. There's a scene with Starr's dad, Maverick, and he meets Haley's white boyfriend. And this is also a baffling thing to me, where people are talking about interracial couples, and there's something wrong with that. And so it makes it seem like the people who feel oppressed are also racist, because her dad is racist against her daughter dating a white dude for whatever reason. I don't know why. You know, I really like the boyfriend in this movie towards the end, because he's like, I see no color, I just see a person. And I don't know why people can't see that in the world. Like, I just see a person, I don't see skin color, I don't see black or white, I just see you. Why can't it be like that? Why can't you just be colorblind? It may sound corny, but I think it's true.
All BS aside, it all comes down to we got to survive. I mean, even warriors put their spears down on Sundays. We got to survive here in this country, because I'm not going back to Africa. We got to survive here. And for us to survive here, white folks, black folks, Korean folks, Mexican folks, Puerto Ricans, we got to understand each other. We got to take a bigger chance. And when I say Americans, people think I'm talking about Uncle Sam. I mean, like, actually Uncle Sam with the gray hair and the flag. I mean you, the guy, you know, you, the mechanic, wherever, you. I mean, you need to do something. You need to check yourself and see how racist you are. You know what I'm saying?
The hate you give towards little infants fucks everything. And I truly believe that. That's why I don't want to have children, because I believe that people in this world now, well, since the beginning of time, probably till the end of time, is going to be pretty bad. There's always going to be some atrocities that happen. There's always going to be heartache. Life is an emotional roller coaster, but does it have to be that way? You know, we always want to say that the world is good. There are good things in this world, but there are also a lot of bad things in this world. And to me, I just don't want to bring a kid into that, right? And kids are a joy. Kids are very beautiful, and you know, they have an amazing smile, and it makes the parents feel good that they're taking care of a life that they're going to form, and this life is going to grow and turn into an adult, and this adult might become you or something else, and it might be something that you don't like, and how you gonna handle that, you know? And it's crazy. It's a crazy world we live in. There's so many things that can happen. Racism is implanted in a person, and it's a systematic thing. When you're born, your parents may teach you certain things that you adapt to because you're around them all the time. So you learn from them, and if you're not around your parents, then you learn from your environment, which is friends, other family members. And if they're racist, they'll project that on you as a kid, and then you retain that information. And then you grow up and project that into the world. And then it's just a continuous cycle of racist people, because that's what they were taught. They don't know why they're racist. They're just racist because that's what they were told to be. I don't understand it myself. I don't understand how I can hate someone because of the way they look, their skin color, their dress. Who cares? I don't care, okay, who you are. I'm not better than you. You're not better than me. I'm not better than them. Nobody's better than anybody. And just like Tupac said, and just like it says in the Bible, only God can judge people. I can't judge you, you can't judge me. I can give you my opinion, you can disagree, and I can disagree with you, but then let's just have a constructive, civilized debate about it. Let's not get all into our emotions and in our thoughts and overthink things until things are blown out of proportion and now there's a big fight. Let's be constructive. Let's work together. Let's try and figure this out as a team, putting our minds together, having a constructive thought, challenging each other's ideas instead of just immediately shutting someone down and saying you're stupid because that's what you think. No. If I disagree with you, I will say, yeah, I disagree with you. Here's why, X, Y, Z. And then you take what I said in consideration and think about it. And then you may disagree with something I said and say, well, you know, I understand what you said, but I disagree with you. And that's a constructive argument. Instead of just yelling and screaming, pointing the finger, getting all emotional, yelling, screaming, getting red face. I don't understand that, you know. Overall, I felt so many different emotions with this thing. It was an emotional roller coaster, so many thoughts and ideas. But there were a few things that were corny to me. A couple things I didn't like. But it was a very engaging movie that definitely challenges thought. So I would say that this movie is good. It's a good movie. It's not great. Could have been better. Like if this movie was directed by Fruitvale Station and recently that came out this year, Blind Spotting, I think this movie could have been way better. But it's good from what it delivers, and that's all I have to say. So as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you or talk to you next time.
Can't change the world unless we change ourselves. Die from the sicknesses if we don't seek the health. All eyes be my witness when I speak was felt. Full house on my hands, the cards I was dealt.